Framed by the stunning landscape of the majestic Cheyenne Mountain, towering in the background, the historic Broadmoor Resort, a luxury 5-star hotel, brings the Wild West alive with a level of sophistication and charm reminiscent of European design, with a uniquely American twist only possible in Colorado. As part of our 2022 Open for Business Small Business Awareness campaign, we were invited to spend a night at this gorgeous resort. Arriving in town in our helicopter, we were treated with a magnificent view that very few people are ever privileged to experience. The architecture and color of the hotel are in the Mediterranean Revival style, with the pink stucco of the façade blending into the Pikes Peak area landscape. The main buildings are connected on a circular path around a gorgeous lake. The original hotel building, now referred to as Broadmoor Main, was built in 1918. The others, constructed between 1961 and 2001, are the Broadmoor South, Broadmoor West, Lakeside Suites, and the West Tower. The Broadmoor has 784 rooms. Many of the Broadmoor South rooms have balconies, and some also have fireplaces. Along with 18 restaurants situated within the resort complex, even the most discerning palate will find something to their liking. After settling into our rooms after a very long helicopter flight, we explored the grounds with Public Relations and Communications Manager Krista. She gave us a private tour of the resort, sharing some of the area's very unique history. We are in Colorado Springs right here with the Broadmoor Resort, and I'm here with Krista. Can you tell me a little bit about this place?
Oh my gosh, of course I can. Built in 1918, brainchild of Mr. Penrose and Mrs. Penrose, Julie and Spencer. They decided they wanted to bring a little bit of European elegance out west and refinement, which they did.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful resort. We've been looking around the place. We've been taking a bunch of photos, and it's very impressive.
Thank you so much.
When was this place originally built? This first building here?
1918.
1918,
Yep.
And then you guys added the additional building?
We added the West building in 1976. We added the South building in 1961. We took a lot of time thinking of names for buildings. So the West building's on the west side, the South is South. Lakeside Suites are on the lake.
Hey, that makes it,
I mean, it's easy.
The thing is, it makes it very easy.
It does. So some fun things also, you'll see these curio cabinets across property. So Mr. Penrose met Julie when he was in his late 30s. He was a confirmed bachelor. He married her when he was 39. She moved out here together. They created the Broadmoor, but he had a fake eye from a boating accident. So in this little container, you'll see his eyeball. And it's actually a veneer that he would pop in over his eye because they kept his eye mobile. So the muscles were still attached so it could move. He had an eyeball for when he was drunk and an eyeball for when he was sober. That's his drunk eyeball. And of course, he was a big proponent to repeal prohibition. I mean, I wish I would have been around for his parties because they were epically fabulous.
Some of the things that we've been talking about with some business owners is kind of how the pandemic has impacted.
So we shut down for 3 months and we were able to assess what was happening across the nation and especially all over the world.
Right.
And really thought strategically on how we'd reopen. And, you know, because we were not in an urban setting, we're definitely pastoral and in the mountains, it was easy for people to spread out on our 5,000 acres between our Broadmoor Main property and our 3 wilderness properties. It really, there was that sense of safety and we ensured it by partnering with Ecolab, and we had a lot of processes in place to ensure that everyone was safe when they came to visit.
Everything's so beautiful here and it's nice to see what's going on. So is there any more history that you can share with the building?
The original design was by Warren and Wetmore. The gardens were designed by the Olmsted brothers. But what's important to know about this hotel in general and every hotel, they can all be beautiful, but without the people who are here to greet you and warm welcome and make sure.
Everybody was so kind and very helpful. And
that's what brings people back. Yeah. You can have a beautiful hotel all day long, but if you don't have those people in place to make you feel warm and welcome.
Completely agree.
You got it.
You know, throughout our travels, we've been at many different types of hotels, everything from budget hotels all the way up to resorts. And the common thing that you know we've noticed as a crew when we've been around is the staff.
Sure.
There's been, you know, obviously a resort, you have a certain level of expectation, but even at a lower, you know, cost establishment, you still have an expectation of staff. And when you have a place that just basically ignores you, that's something you remember and you never go back there.
Exactly.
So coming here and every single person we've dealt with has been very kind.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. Well, you know, and being the longest running Forbes 5-star AAA 5-diamond consecutively run property, we've got a lot to live up to and maintain, and we really want you to come back again because your stay this time is way too short.
Yeah, we're only here for one evening, but we'll definitely be coming back here.
Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate you inviting us here and giving us a tour around the building.
Thank you so much.
So thank you. Our stay was sadly too short, and we only scratched the surface of what this resort has to offer. This location is definitely on my list of places to come back and spend a full week with someone special. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.